Hi, hope you guys are doing well. So today we will be looking at the decimate modifier. To look at that, I'll just first add in a monkey head, and then I'll just first give it a subsurface modifier, maybe 2 levels, maybe one, it's up to you. So after we have edited, you can see that it looks a lot more fine rather than its usually blocky state. But now we're going to go into the decimate modifier. So the Decimate Modifier has. Before we continue, please consider subscribing. Only 9% of you are actually subscribed. My goal is to reach 2.5k subs by the end of this year, and drop a like and a comment while you're at it. It has basically three settings. The first one is collapse. The collapse one basically starts collapsing the vertices with the closest one. Like it will start collapsing these vertices just to have less subdivision. So currently the ratio is set to 1, and if you want to use symmetry, basically it will let you maintain symmetry on the x-axis or y or z-axis. For example, I just want the same fact to happen on both sides. But first I'll just show you the normal fact. You can see that it says the phase count is currently 78.72. so when I start lowering the ratio, and I'll just go into wireframe mode so that you can see it more clearly. After I reach around 0.7, you can see that it's how slowly it's removing the vertices, and you can see that it's also affecting the shading over here. But it is very useful if you want some to decimate a high polar model to a lower model. And as you can see that it's currently pretty much symmetric, but if you want to make sure, you can click on symmetry over here, and as you can see, if it wasn't symmetrical on a certain axis, it was now on the x-axis. So this is the first version. You can also use it to let me just move it back out. You can also click over here to just triangulate it. Okay, so when I start lowering it, it will start triangulating the model, but I don't think this one is going to be that much useful, so I'll turn off triangulate model. And also you can obviously add in a vertex group. Like I'll just set this back to 1, tab into edit mode, and I'll just select this top part, and I'll just create a vertex group, and then with the weight set to 1, I'll just click on assign. So now all of this upper part has the weight of 1, and this lower part has 0 weight. So now I'll just tab off to edit mode, and I'll add now vertex group. And now when I start lowering the resolution, you can see that it's only affecting the upper part, but the lower part has not been affected. So this is the first part where it starts collapsing the vertices. I'll just move the vertex group option. And also if you want the opposite effect, for example, I want it to not affect the vertex group but to affect the opposite area. So when I do this, now it will only start collapsing the bottom vertices. So there's that. I'll just turn off the group now. Now the unsubdivide option is basically simple. It will start unsubdividing, but here's the thing. When I go to wireframe mode, the first iteration is going to change how the vertices arrange in a different manner. As you can see, the regular vertices are like this. This is how normal topology goes, but it actually changed topology on the first iteration. But on the second iteration, it set this topology back again, and now it has unsubdivided it. So basically I had 2 levels of subdivisions, and now it actually removed them. So you can see the phase count is also reduced. The phase count option is also available obviously in the collapse option one as well. So remember to when you're subdividing, try to actually go with even numbers rather than odd numbers. Then there's the planar option. It actually uses the angle degrees to start decimating the model. As you can see, this actually can work for some stylized looks if you're going for something like that, and it actually looks sort of nice if you're going for some stylized looks. You can obviously set limitations based on normals, materials, seams, sharps, and UVs. You can actually try those options yourself. I haven't tried UVs yet, and with seams it's also related to UVs. With sharpness, it's when you want it to be sharp, and this is based off material. So the planar one, you're probably rarely going to be using this unless you want some niche looking effects. But the unsubdivided collapse one are the most useful one if you have imported some model from online, which actually has way too much of a high phase count. As you can see with this one, it still is maintaining its shape unless you go way overboard. Like over here now, it's actually starting to be too low poly, or maybe if I even go further, you can see that now its shape is starting to ruin. So you can actually use this for basically making those other models have a little bit low poly count. So I hope you guys learned something today. Please leave a like and a comment, and I see you in the next video. Bye. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and watch for another one of my videos, as that's how the YouTube algorithm works. It's a small channel and it won't cost you anything. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.